It's 11:30. I'd like to start today's meeting. Welcome. Uh, Look, a lot of faces full of anticipation. I think we're going to have a great presentation from Dave. Looking forward to that. And that's, I think, all I need to say at this point. I think Mike Wozniak is ready to make a few announcements. And then Gina will take over to really introduce Dave and also tell our audience how to interact. With that, I pass it on to Mike.
Thanks very much, Eckhart. I shall just share my screen for a couple of minutes. As usual, we have a handful of announcements to make before we pass the meeting over to Dave. First of all, sadness. It's our final class this Saturday. We've just had 9 absolutely wonderful sessions on Saturdays, and I'm really looking forward to seeing Dennis this Saturday when he'll be talking about security and privacy. So this is a whole 2.5-hour class given over to learning how to protect yourself from the bad guys, and I guess essential for all of us. So that's this Saturday's class, and please come along. And don't forget that all of our classes can be purchased retrospectively. So if you've been to some of them, but not all of them, and fancy seeing the ones you missed, they're all available for purchase online on our website. And they all, of course, come with their appropriate handouts and other stuff that our presenters have provided for us. Next week's meeting is on, I don't know anything about Lunar Display, but apparently you can use things like an iPad as a second screen with your monitor if you use this device. And wonderful David Abramowitz is going to be here to demonstrate it and show us how we can all make use of it. So that's next Wednesday. With that, I shall stop my share and move you across to Sheeta, who will just talk about questions and introduce Dave. All yours, Sheeta. Thank you very much.
And thank you. Dave, do you want to entertain questions during, or would you like to wait until you're done?
I think I'd like to hold off till we're done with the questions, if that's okay with everyone.
That is okay with everyone. We go by you. So everyone, can you please, if you do have questions, put them in the chat, and I'll make sure that we get to them. And this way, Dave can focus on the great information that he wants to tell you, because I got some questions for him as well when he gets to that point. So put the questions in the chat. We'll make sure that we get to them, and we look forward to a very great interaction, and we thank you for coming. And with that, Dave McGuire. Dave McGuire is a great friend of mine. He is used to be an Apple genius. He's not anymore, but he's still a genius in my eyes. He is one of the guys that I go to when I have questions. So you're in for a treat. Dave is very knowledgeable about this stuff because he's been doing it for a while. And with that, Dave, your pressure's on. With that, I'm going to pass it over to Dave.
Thank you very much. Appreciate everybody coming to this meeting. I hope I do good by you, and we will go from there. Today's meeting is about AppleCare, which is now known as AppleCare Plus. There used to be a time when there was 2 different things, and it made it very confusing. Apple has been streamlining things to turn it into this, which makes it so much better for everybody else. So, without further ado, let's get started. As Sheeta said, I am Dave McGuire. I've had 30 years in the graphic arts industry of experience. I started working for Apple back in 2005, and I retired in the summer of 21 after being an Apple genius, and then working from home with AppleCare and with the Apple fraud department. Great job. Learned so much information. I am also a former Mac Group Detroit president, member, and presenter. And I am currently a Naples Mac User Group member and part-time presenter, I guess, would probably be the best way to put it. So we're going to get on with the show. Eckert, this is the moment you're going to want to pause. So apologies for the sound issue. This is a commercial that AppleCare Plus has been running on the website for quite a while. And I think all of us probably can commiserate with some of the accidents that we saw happening there, as well as some of the, oh my goodness, that didn't really happen. But yes, it did. All right. So you don't really need AppleCare Plus until the moment you do. And I say that to everybody that says, do I really need to have this? The short answer is no, you don't, until things like that happen. And then you kick yourself for not doing it. So I truly believe AppleCare Plus is really a valuable service going forward with any of your Apple products. Because Apple makes the hardware, the operating system, and many applications, Apple products are truly integrated systems. And only AppleCare products give you a one-stop service and support from Apple experts. So most issues can be resolved in a single call. How to purchase AppleCare Plus. You've got a couple of simple ways to do it, and we'll go over those right now. The easiest way, when you buy your product, when you buy that Apple product, buy the AppleCare right then and there. Whether you're buying it in an Apple store or you're buying it online from the Apple website, buy the AppleCare. Now, some products we purchase, say from our cellular store nearby, they don't always seem to sell AppleCare Plus. They'll want to sell you their plan. I'm not going to talk about the different plans that are available through, say, the cellular companies for your phone, your iPad, or your Apple Watch. No, that's something you'll need to do the comparison on. I will say I think AppleCare Plus is a better value in the long run than any of those other products. You may save a few pennies up front, but you'll probably pay for it on the back end. So that's as far as I'm going to go with that for you. Within 60 days of your purchase, however, you can add AppleCare Plus to that product. Now, typically you can, on your device, depending on the device, you can go into settings, general, AppleCare and warranty, and it'll tell you, hey, you've got this many days left to purchase it. And you can just purchase it right then and there. You can also buy it online. You can go into an Apple store with your product because they're going to be looking for the serial number first and foremost, and perhaps a visual inspection of that device before they can then sell you the AppleCare and tie it to your product. You can also call 1-800-275-2273 in the US. And that is 1-800-APLCARE. I put the numbers up first because everybody asks when I say, oh, just call AppleCare, and everyone says, well, what are the numbers? So there you go. That's probably one of the easiest ways to purchase your AppleCare Plus coverage. Software support. AppleCare Plus offers software support. So you're probably curious, what type of software really is available? The support that they typically offer is the most current version of the operating system for whatever device it is that you have, whether it's a Mac or an iPhone or an iPad, or even the Vision OS for the Apple Vision Pro. It also would include, I've got questions on my Apple TV. So they can help you there. They can also help you on the phone walking through the setup of your product. Now, I'm sure most people here are pretty competent in being able to set up their device, but every now and then we need a helping hand. And AppleCare Plus is the great way to do it from the comfort of your own home. You don't have to try to go to some busy shopping mall or standalone Apple store to try to wait in line, make an appointment, and get help. You can call them, and heck, if they're busy, you can even have them call you back at a later time that you can either A, set up a time zone for them to call you back, or they'll call you back as quickly as they can. So that's an awesome option that AppleCare Plus offers. They will also help you if you're having a struggle for some reason connecting to your Wi-Fi or maybe a Bluetooth device. You're having trouble connecting to a speaker. They will even help you ask that nice lady, I'm not going to say her name because all my devices will go off, but they'll even help have that nice lady try and give you advice and let you know how to use it correctly. Now, AppleCare Plus offers how-tos, they're quick how-tos on Apple-branded apps. So that means if it's an app that has been produced by Apple, you're good to go. They can have somebody help you. If you are asking questions on how can I do better at Mario Kart or Candy Crush or Facebook, they are unable to help you with that because that is not an Apple product. So, why the asterisk? Because they are just quick how-tos on the Apple branded apps. And this ranges anywhere from your basic stuff like, how do I set up an email in my Apple Mail app? How do I enable private browsing in Safari? How do I tag people in photos? Or how do I save my progress in Final Cut Pro? Excuse me. Let's go back to that. Sorry. So getting help from these different Apple programs really is a huge advantage to you because you're getting an Apple expert that knows this from the inside and the outside. So whether it is, I need to create a group in contacts and I'm not sure how to do it, to, hey, how do I save this Final Cut Pro video that I just put together? I just want to do one extra thing to it. They can help you from all the way from one side to the other. And this is the why they also offer how-tos. AppleCare Plus is not a training service. So you won't get somebody that will spend a half hour, an hour, 2 hours on the phone with you trying to help you learn a program. They will help you fix the one issue you're going through as quickly as possible. They will also be extremely honest with you and tell you if they can help you or not. And if they can't, they'll try and see if they can move it up the line and see if they can find somebody, but there are limitations. So please don't call them expecting it to be a training service. Okay. Software support, some of the things that are not covered. Now, the ever famous, there are issues that could be resolved by upgrading your software. There's a lot of people, myself included, that are running some equipment that I'm running some older software on. And sometimes the first thing they do is, hey, upgrade your operating system and let's see if that solves it. And honestly, I didn't think that was really the case until I worked for AppleCare. But a lot of times that really does solve a lot of headaches. Not a guarantee that it'll solve all, but it'll solve a good chunk of them. The next one is on third-party products that might affect how your equipment runs. I love Logitech hardware. Absolutely love